Welcome to Lawyers Who Care, the video show podcast that highlights attorneys who go above and beyond for their clients. And on each episode, we will meet a new lawyer and they will share stories of when they went beyond legal counsel for the benefit of their client. My name is Andrew Samalin. I'm the principal of Samalin Wealth, a nationally recognized wealth management firm for lawyers, their firms, and their clients. But let's applaud lawyers who care and learn from them. Today, my guest is Samantha McCarthy Jarvis. She is the founding attorney of McCarthy Law, and Samantha practices estate planning and elder law and serves clients in Rhode Island, Massachusetts, and Connecticut. Welcome, Samantha.
Thank you so much. I'm happy to be here.
So, Samantha, tell us what brought you to law generally.
Yeah, I didn't actually always know I was going to be a lawyer. And I, one day, towards the end of my undergrad career, said, Mom, I think I might go to law school. She said, I've always known you're going to be a lawyer. And I thought, oh, well, if you told me that sooner, it would have been a little bit easier. I did a longer undergrad career, but my grandfather has multiple sclerosis and I grew up living next door to him. And so while I didn't know that would kind of be something that I built my career upon, as I went to law school and learned about different areas of practice, I started to see that there's really a way that I can serve people like my family who need things for resources to help provide for care and plan and legal advice. And it's not readily available and knowledge that's easy to obtain. And so, as I went on this journey, it kind of just fell together at my practice area along with my life experience.
And so, and this was your grandfather?
Yes.
So obviously that's a pretty big impression in, both your life and professionally. How does that come out, every day?
Yeah, so I actually grew up living next door to him. And so I was very involved in his care from a young age. And when I actually decided to open my firm, he was the one person who said, yes, you can do this. Everybody else in my family said, I don't know, that's a good idea. And so, I meet with clients as they are aging, as they're making important decisions about their life, their family, their finances, how they're protecting things, and having hard conversations about things like medical diagnoses that happen that aren't going to be curable. And so being able to step into the client's shoes and understand what it's like for them and their family is extremely helpful. It's really important to us here at our firm that we really approach every situation and every client with empathy. And I think I'm able to do that because I truly understand what it's like to be in their shoes.
And you had mentioned in the beginning, pre-video, that there was a story you wanted to share, or even a process that you want to share as it relates to clients.
Yeah. So about a year and a half ago, our firm actually added something called life care planning, which we're the only firm in our area that does it. There are other firms throughout the country, only a handful of us. But what life care planning is that we now have elder care coordinators on our team who are generally social workers. And so we have a team of 4 people who don't provide any legal advice, so it's not what you traditionally think of being included in a law firm, but what they do is help our clients make sure they have the appropriate care and resources they need to age safely in place if they can, if they need to transfer to a care community, identify what community is the best for them. And so we're able to provide really a relationship-based model to the law and to estate planning and elder law, and really support our clients as a whole person. So not just the finances and legal side. So it's been extremely rewarding, and client feedback has been amazing that, they're really able to plan for the finances, the healthcare, and the legal all in one place with one team. It's been great.
So Samantha, though, given the choice between, the traditional models of estate planning and then, of course, your new model of life care, why would anyone choose the former?
I think that's a great question. I think there's plenty of families who need estate planning who don't need elder care services yet. Our clients in estate planning range from age 18 until people on their deathbed and then into probate. And so if you're a younger family, you certainly don't need care planning. You're not worried about getting in-home care, if you need to go to assisted living, where you're going to go, those kinds of things. So there's certainly still a place for traditional estate planning, and we do a fair amount of estate planning for younger families here. But I think as you age, it really becomes important to consider all of the areas that come along with that.
And if there was one thing that you want to leave the viewers today about you and your practice, what would
Sure.
that be?
I think it's just important to understand that it's never too early to plan, but it's also never too late. Many people get caught in the difficulty of making decisions or in the feeling bad that they didn't do something sooner. And, there's always options and resources, and we can always help support people. So don't be afraid to reach out, and you don't have to know all the answers. You don't even have to know what questions you need to ask. We will guide you through that.
Mm. So I'd like to thank my guest, Samantha McCarthy Jarvis of McCarthy Law. Samantha, can you provide our audience with your contact information so they can reach out? And,
Sure.
it's really fascinating because this topic, whether you want to admit it or not, you are going to have to face it. So, it's this, like, aging is not optional. It's a guarantee.
Yeah, you're so right. And it's something, our senior clients deal with, but also adult children, who
Right.
aren't there yet for themselves, but are dealing with it for their parents and know it's coming for them as well. So you can find a ton of information and resources on our website, which is www.mccarthylawri.com. And then our phone number at the office is 401-541-5540.
Wonderful. This has been the Lawyers Who Care video show podcast that highlights attorneys who go above and beyond. And I think Samantha's process, takes it from, way back in the day to, just a very forward-looking platform and process. If you're an attorney or no one who does go above and beyond, feel free to reach out to us at 914-666-6600. Samantha, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me.